What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alia if you are new here. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing a full face of makeup, hair, and an outfit that I get the most compliments on. Now, I saw this trend on Ali Glines' YouTube channel, and I thought it'd be really fun to give a go myself. So of course we are going to start with the face, and not every single item I'm using is an item that has been like specifically complimented. You know, like people don't really notice your setting powders, or they might not necessarily notice like certain different aspects like primers and things like that. So I just try to pick the ones that either I'm wearing when I get compliments on other parts of my makeup, or if someone's like, oh, like your skin looks really nice, like that'll kind of tell me what products are working best on my skin. So that's what we are going to do. And of course there are some products that have like specifically been complimented, like lipstick and things like that. And I also have an outfit at the end that definitely gets the most compliments, and jewelry that definitely wins in the comment department. Hair is kind of like 50-50. I get a lot of compliments when my hair is curly, but also when it's straight. And I do have a birthday party I'm going to tonight, and I decided to straighten it for that, but I would say it's really 50-50. Maybe curly actually might win, but shh. So without further ado, if you want to know the makeup and outfits I get most complimented on, then keep watching. So I'm just gonna jump right in with primer, and it's the one that I pretty much always use. It is the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and I don't like specifically get comments on like, oh wow, what primer did you use? But it's usually like, wow, your skin looks so smooth, or it looks really flawless. So I attribute a lot of that to this. It's always so interesting like what makeup people get the most compliments on, because I feel like it's always so different. And it really just like depends on like your features and your skin tone. The next product I'm going to dive into, again, will probably be no surprise. It is the NYX BB Cream, and this is in the shade 02 Natural. Now, every time I wear this, people compliment my skin, saying it just looks really good, like it's really glowy, it looks healthy. It's just like a really nice like finish to your skin. It's like your skin, but better. You feel me? I'm just gonna go in and dab this all over. I usually only focus this on like the perimeter of my face, which I know is kind of weird, but since this is like a birthday type look, maybe we'll go ahead and just go ham with it. And I'm just using my damp beauty blender, which is what I always use to blend out my foundations and pretty much any of my other cream or liquid products. I might just add like a tiny bit more of this in like my problem areas. This is not hygienic, don't do that. I just had a lot of extra around the nozzle there, but don't do that. Yeah, I woke up with this like little red spot right here, which probably I was sleeping on my face and got all sweaty, so that's lovely. The next thing I have been doing recently, and this isn't necessarily something I've been commented on because this is brand new, but I've been using this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and this is in the shade 02 Medium. And this just leaves a really, really nice finish to your skin. Like literally, just like a filter. I don't even know how to explain it. It is like a tinted powder, but it's just so nice. It kind of helps like smooth and blur, and also if you have any oil in your T-zone, it's really good for mattifying that. Next, I'm going to jump into contour. Again, not something I get a ton of compliments on. People will say that like my nose is really defined, or I have like a really structured jawline or really defined cheekbones. And a lot of that definitely is genetics, but I also do have some contour tricks up my sleeve. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply those now. This is nothing that you haven't seen before if you are familiar with my channel. These are tricks that I do every single time. And if you are interested, I will link above a full video on how I contour out my cheekbones, really specific. I almost forgot, before we finish with the contouring, I haven't even done concealer. That is how out of it I am today. So the concealer I'm going to be using is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Sand. I feel like concealer is not really something many people compliment other people on. Like, oh wow, you really covered up those bags there, hun. Like, probably not. And I just recently learned like a trick to like not put all the product right up to your under eye where like the wrinkles are. So like my smile, I have like some crow's feet going on. So you kind of blend out, and then whatever product is left over once it's lighter, then you can like bring it up to the under part of your eye. So I find that to be very interesting. That is something I learned just recently. So let's see how that works today. I need to pluck my unibrow. Mustache is looking okay though today, so that's a plus. I'm just gonna go in and set the under eyes really quick before we continue. Again, not really a very important product as far as compliments go. Where were we? Back to contouring, yes. So I'm just dipping into my ancient Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. And I am like the queen of contour. I've really learned how to snatch my face in all the right places. As a hater once said in my comments, manipulating my bone structure because I'm quote unquote a mouth breather supposedly. Not sure if that was true. The next product I'm going to be using is bronzer, and I definitely get compliments on bronzer, I would say quite a bit. Mostly people are like, oh my god, like you just look so tan. And usually I'm really not that tan. I do have a self tan on right now, but it is mostly like this is the product that really helps like snatch my face and just make it look really defined. And that is my Bare Minerals Faux Tan Bronzer. I swear by this bronzer, it is amazing. It is very pigmented. So a very light hand and small amount. Like see, look how insane that is. It won't look so crazy when I blend it out, I promise, but it is like doing the most. And I usually go back in with my beauty blender after because it has leftover foundation and concealer on it, and that will really help tone down the psychoticness of what we're seeing right now. That's why you tap and blow. This is a PG channel, kids. PG-13 at most. Yeah, it's probably PG-13. Who am I kidding? Yeah, of course I just came back from the Bahamas, duh. Oh my god, I'm dead. The next product I'm using is my L'Oreal Le Blush. Now, like I said, some of these products I don't necessarily get specific comments on, but I do get comments on the overall complexion, and I get the most complexion comments when I mix all of these face products together, so that's why I'm using this. It's honestly like the perfect, like peachy coral. And it just looks so good on so many different skin tones. I feel like coral is a universally flattering color. Moving on to highlight. I do have two highlights, but the one I probably get the most compliments on is this really, really pretty gold shimmery shade here. And this is actually from an old palette from Primark, so I'm sorry, I don't know if it's still available, but there are like a ton of different highlighters that come in this gold shade, and I just think it is so beautiful. I really like gold highlights. The other highlight that is an honorable mention that is really, really popular is the Becca Moonstone highlight, this one here. So I might use this to highlight my brow bone and inner corners and even the end of my nose. But we're going to go in with the gold one first. It's just so pretty. And I do get compliments always on this highlight, especially in pictures. People will be like, your highlight is popping off, sis. We need to chill on the nose contour though. She's doing the most. For brows, I honestly have tried so many brow products, and I do get compliments on my brows quite a bit, but the one product that I get the most compliments on my brows when I wear is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. And this just makes my eyebrows look fantastic. I don't know what it is, but it just works better than any pencil, better than just the shadow alone. So the combo that I'm about to show you with this product and two other brow products is like the OG that never does me wrong. So the first thing I do is I always like to comb them up. That way I can kind of see where I am missing hair. I have been using an eyelash and eyebrow serum to make them grow. Not like one of those really expensive ones full of chemicals. It's like a natural one, so it's like a little bit more subtle, but it's definitely been helping. So if you're interested in that, drop a comment below and I can do a video on it. And I really just start by drawing like a straight line this way. And then I move to the top and down the side, and I just take it in straight out strokes basically. Now that we've got that under control, I like to set my brows with a powder, and the one that I always use is the NYX Cake Brow Powder, and this is in the shade Brunette. And that's kind of hard to see, but it comes in 2 different shades, so a lighter and a darker. And I just start out by taking the darker one and setting the areas that I put that pomade. And then I go in with a lighter shade and kind of just fluff it in the front. Now to finish it off, and this is what I always get compliments on, is how like fluffy and full my brows look, and that is all due to this product right here, the Maybelline Brow Fiber Volumizer. And this is in the shade Deep Brown, and it has this little kind of like mascara looking wand with the fibers on it, and it also is tinted, obviously, because it's dark brown. But I love this product. I really hope they never ever stop carrying it, because I've tried other brands and they just don't hold a candle to this one. I'm sorry. This bottle is basically empty. I do have a new one, but I have to import it from America because for whatever reason, they just don't carry it here. So this is what I end up with for complexion and brows, and now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow, which is always the fun part. So the look that I get the most compliments on as far as eyeshadow is usually like a brown, bronzy, kind of like orange look. I know it's hard to explain, I'm gonna be using quite a few eyeshadow palettes to really like get the look on point. So of course I'll link everything down below, but yeah, it's like so many different eyeshadow palettes that if I just keep telling you the colors, this video will be like 100 years long. So the first thing I do is I always go in with like a lighter shade. You guys know this. Even if it doesn't really matter in the end, it's good just to have that light shade. And I always do my brow bones too. Then I'm gonna go in and warm up the crease with kind of like a peachy color, because this will play up those warm tones in a minute. And I think I'm going to start with all mattes, and then I'm going to add some like shimmers in towards the end here. Then I'm going to darken up the crease even more with a warm brown shade. Just very lightly, because I am going to be doing more of a orangey shade on top of that. And I'm going to take that same brown shade and start packing it kind of in the outer corner, and making sure that it's more angled upright. Give you that really snatched cat eye effect. Then I'm going to be taking more of a burnt orangey tone and really focusing that like in the upper crease area, as well as the outer V. Then I'm going to go in with this really pretty chocolatey brown, and it kind of has like a little bit of a shimmer on it. But I feel like this is kind of what makes it eye-catching. It really, really, like you see that, how much it warms up the look. And then I'm just going to take my first blending brush. I didn't have any new product on it, but just really blending all those colors together so there's no harsh lines happening. Now this next part I think is what is the most eye-catching, is I use this really pretty bronzy shade, and I really just pack that on the inner third of my eye. And it really just glams up the look. It goes from, oh, she's cute, to bam, sexy. Then I'm just going to take a lighter shimmery shade and stick that right in that inner corner. And with whatever is left, I'm going to put it under the brow bone. Then I'm going to go in with that warmer brown color and just start bringing it under the eye. The next product I get lots of compliments on always is my winged eyeliner. You know I love a big bold wing. And then I'm going to go in with an angled brush, and I'm just going to take a darker brown and really just go along my lash line and create a little wing. And I really just prefer a shadow wing currently. Even though my like signature look that I would get complimented on a lot would be eyeliner, I just think it looks a little harsh, and I think this is an upgrade. So I do get a lot of compliments on my winged liner, but I'm gonna do shadow for the purpose of this video because I just think it looks better, honestly. Then I'm just taking that same brush that I used for under my eyes, and I'm really just gonna smoke out that liner. Now, every time I wear eyeliner on my waterline, I always get compliments on my eyes, and the one that I like to use is actually a brown pencil liner. This one is just the Kohl eye pen from Pennies or Primark, but you can use really any brown liner. I just like this one because it's not super dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera because it's hard to like hold a mirror and do it, but I'll be right back. So while I did my eyeliner, I also went ahead and did my mascara, and I get so many compliments. This is probably the one thing I get compliments on the most, is probably my eyelashes. People are always like, are you wearing eyelash extensions? Or are you wearing fake lashes? Or they like want to know what I did if I had like an eyelash perm or something. Might be a little hard to tell now because of the smoky eye I have going on. And the mascara that I use is the Lash Stiletto by Maybelline. And this is what the wand looks like. It's honestly nothing crazy, but I have been using this mascara since high school, and it is literally the best mascara in the entire world. Like, I would die for this mascara. If they ever discontinue it, I'm done. Like, I'm done. But it just makes your eyelashes so long and full and nice. And for the makeup grand finale, lips. And you know your girl is the CEO of a bold lip. So the color that I get the most compliments on as far as lips go is, of course, red. Every time I wear red lipstick, I get compliments on it. It's just like my go-to color that I like to wear the most. I love nudes too. I've been more into nudes lately as well, but you just can't beat a bold red lip. So I'm just gonna go in with this Wet n Wild gel lip liner, and this is in the shade Red on the Scene. Nothing crazy, it's just like a true red. So that's what I really like, is a true red. Not too orangey, not too like purpley, like a red. Sorry, my dishwasher's going on in the background. If you can hear that, I apologize. I'm gonna go in now with the red lipstick that I literally, every time I wear, I have several shades of red by the way, but this one is like fire engine red. Like, you see me from space with this lipstick on. And this is the Siren and Sorlet, I don't know what that means, red matte lipstick. This is by Maybelline, and it's kind of more of like a, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's like extreme matte, like it doesn't dry out my lips. It's still creamy enough, but it's just like the perfect red. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I don't get compliments on setting spray because it's not something people think about, but I always use the Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna put on the outfit, and I'm gonna get this party started. And I'm running behind. My friends are literally on their way here, and I'm like, haha, YouTube video. Okay guys, here is the completed look. I have all of my makeup done, I've got my jewelry on, and the earrings that I get the most compliments on are just these little gold hoop earrings with the pearl on the bottom. These are from Pennies, and I got these like 2 years ago. And every time I wear them, I just get so many compliments on them, and they're so versatile, they go with everything. And the shirt that I get the most compliments on is actually a bodysuit. And I've had strangers DM me, I've worn it on YouTube, and I've gotten people messaging me through there. When I'm out at the bars, I've had girls stop me in the bathroom and ask me where it's from. And that is this bodysuit right here. It's this nude and black kind of lingerie bodysuit with underwire. Now it is fully lined, so you don't have to worry about like nip slip situations happening. But yeah, I just got so many compliments on this bodysuit. It's from Fashion Nova, if anyone is wondering. I don't know if it's still on their website. I got it under the lingerie section, like baby doll, teddy, whatever. If you know me, I like my lingerie bodysuits. But yeah, so this is probably the complete look that I get the most compliments on, with the red lips and the bronzy eye and the jewelry and this outfit. And like I said before, hair, it kind of just depends, but when it's straight, it gets the most compliments when I have a wave to it. So I did just run a big barrel curling iron through it, and yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more like it in the future, and thank you so much for watching.